Good morning, gang. Good morning. Welcome back to this week's Bitcoin update. First and foremost, remember nothing discussed today is financial advice. It's just for educational purposes only, and it's my view of the markets. And now I've got my backside covered. Let's jump into the chart, shall we? It's been another interesting week. In fact, probably the most interesting week we've had so far, because it's been full of front runs and slow bleeds, which is always fun because it catches loads of people off guard. And currently where price is at right now, we're currently having a failed rally, perhaps, or an SFP of these dominant lows. So let's zoom in and talk about this, shall we? So first and foremost, let's talk about, obviously, YouTube update from last week. So last week we were given the update, price would have been, in fact, price would have been around here, Thursday, around this zone here. And we had two options on the update, two key options, okay? So the first key option was to the upside. Okay, so if we start taking out these highs here, let's just hide this again. Start taking out these highs here, and this for me was a key zone, getting back above this. So if we got back above this, then we'd be filling out this thin inefficient move and likely coming back into this zone here around 31.2 to 31.4-ish. Okay, and that likely would have been a fairly quick move. Okay, the flip side of that was a move to the downside. Okay, so let's just delete that. Let's bring back the image. Okay, so the flip side of that was a move to the downside to effectively take out these dominant lows. Okay, and that's what we got in the end. And this is where we're hovering around right now. Okay, so if you're bullish, you want this to hold now. Okay, if you're bearish, you want this to give in because then likely results in a larger drop, and I'll talk about that shortly. Okay, so that's first and foremost. Okay, now we're coming in on Friday now. Moving forward to the day after the YouTube update. And we can see here. So, Friday, news event at 1:30 PM today. There's another one at 3 PM. First one's more important. Okay, I can't remember off the top of my head which was which. Yesterday's rise, front run, the daily naked point of control. Okay, so that's still an option for today. Outside of this, all plans remain unchanged. Monthly / golden pocket is my least favourite, FYI. It still was an AOI for me, but it's my least favourite, and I still prefer the naked point of control lower, referring to this one. So what the plan here, obviously this is coming in, it's Friday morning, okay, so we'd front run this, so this was still an option, this level up here, still an option, but we had the monthly open down here, and my preference is still this daily naked point of control down here, okay. So what happened in the end? Well, we got the reaction from the monthly open, okay, so I'm coming in just before logging off for the weekend. I'm saying all right, reaction from the monthly open / golden pocket. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, we've got, quite simply, golden pocket, monthly open. Okay, so we've got a zone. We've got a little bit of confluence down here, but as I'm saying to the team, it's my least favourite one. In the end, we did get a bounce, okay? But I'm saying it's an alright reaction, okay? Nothing special, okay? So this wasn't a special reaction, in my opinion, okay? So I'm saying, personally, I'm happy to see what weekend price action gives us before coming back with fresh eyes on Sunday evening, okay? No change from my areas of interest. Still have eyes on that daily naked point of control to the downside. If that doesn't hold, swing fairly pattern the dominant low from Tuesday, 1st of August. Okay, again, referring to this low here, this dominant low, which is the one that I've been pointing out on YouTube and on Twitter. Okay, so in the end, we got that small bounce, and then I'm saying I'm not really interested in this because it wasn't really a big zone for me. We continued on. Okay, so then Sunday evening, I'm coming into the group. And I'm saying, no real change, as usual, over the weekend. Okay, we had sideways price action, which is 9 times out of 10 what happens. Okay, highs and lows are obviously a target to be swept. We're currently trapped between two naked point of controls, which means this naked point of control and this naked point of control. Okay, anything in between there is just intraday. Okay, but these are the two key levels for me on the chart. I'm telling the team that. Okay, I'm saying if the weekly closes above 29.064, this will turn into a fresh weekly level, so worth keeping an eye on, as that adds confluence to our naked point of control down there, also within the algo pocket, okay? So the weekly ended up closing, and then, so Sunday night close, and then Monday opened, and we got that move down into the fresh weekly level, okay? But we're still front running this naked point of control, and we're still technically front running this weekly level by a few dollars, okay? So if you ended up catching that trade through the night, okay, so that's what, 3 AM my time, 2 AM UTC, then you had a decent trade out of that. Okay, so then I'm coming into the group on Monday morning, and you can see here, by the way, there's a running theme as a running theme, none of my areas of interest have been hit so far since last time's YouTube update and where we are right now. Okay, does that mean that I'm missing trades and I'm chasing trades? No, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. There's no clear setup, and this is where people go wrong. If there's no clear setup that meets your trading style and your areas of interest and everything that you work in your system, then there's just no trades. Okay, now I know full well that some of the guys did in the group catch this trade. Okay, they did catch this trade in the end. Great, well done. But for me, it's the middle of the night for me. I'm sleeping. I value my sleep more. And still, I'm conscious about this naked point of control. Okay, so I'm coming in to the group on Monday morning and I'm saying, got the move last night into the fresh weekly for a decent bounce. We've broken some low time frame structure, but H1 still remains downtrending, so keep an eye on this. Okay, and basically I'm referring to this high here, which we did taking out. Okay, so if you've got the long well played team, today 4 key areas marked out in our chart. I'm not going to show you the chart because that's got some of the members stuff on there. But effectively for support, swipe this morning's low into the naked point of control as a liquidity grab / SFP, and I'll look for longs, and then same story with the overall highs at the overall lows, sorry, at 28.5, again referring to this low down here. Okay, so notice I keep referring to this naked point of control and these overall lows because they are 2 key areas for me, okay, as well as this naked point of control above us. Okay, they're the only levels I'm interested in. I'm not interested in anything else on the chart apart from those. Okay, so that then brings us into Tuesday. Okay, now Tuesday night, it was live stream night. Okay, I'm going to bring back these levels. I'll bring these back. Okay, so Tuesday night is live stream night. So this week's live stream was a chat and chill where I talk about my swing trades, ideas, and my low time frame setups. And what we actually had on the Tuesday night was this move down here. Okay, and we came back into that weekly level and we still front run this naked point of control. Okay, so I was updating the guys live in the time, and I'm saying that I'm still not interested in longing this. Even though we've just taken out this low here as a swing failure pattern, okay, I'm saying to the guys in real time that I'm still not interested in taking this low. Where's Tuesday? There's Monday, there's Tuesday, this one here, okay? So I'm coming in and I'm talking through this in real time, okay, on our live stream. And I'm saying that I'm not interested in this low. The reason why I'm not interested in this low is because we've not come down to that naked point of control just below us, okay? I still want to see that naked point of control hit. So again, we've done another front run. Okay, yes, we've got decent excess, and if you're inexperienced with reading order flow, then you'd be looking at this and going, oh yeah, there's loads of selling down there, there's loads of excess down there. You know, we've done a swing failure pattern of the last low, this one back here, okay? Done a swing failure pattern of that, but I'm saying to the guys, I'm still not interested. I'd have been interested if it had come down into that naked point of control, and then we created this structure afterwards. I'd have been very interested, okay? But until that naked point of control's hit, and then we get a decent reaction off it, I'm still not interested, okay? And this is what catches people off guard, is this kind of price action, okay? This kind of price action, because all we're doing is we're getting what looks like an order flow, a decent low, and anyone that's fairly inexperienced with reading order flow will say, oh yeah, that's a good low, is that long it? Okay? But then what happens? Well, we'll just keep dripping down, okay? So this is why I'm then coming into the group on Wednesday, and I'm saying that that's why I said last night I had no interest in longing that, as it wasn't a clean low, didn't tap the naked point of control, and I needed a proper market structure break for me to get involved, okay? So what do I mean by that? Well, quite simply, if this low was to hold, and I was wrong about my idea, then that's absolutely fine, because all I would have done is getting involved higher up before catching the next move. Okay? So therefore, I know when I can be wrong, and I know when I can be right. Okay? And again, it's just like anything. Yeah, sometimes we're wrong, sometimes we're right. We're traders at the end of the day. So if I was wrong about this low, and it did start to move up, well, it had changed market structure, then it had given me an opportunity for a pullback to get involved. And if it didn't give me an opportunity for a pullback to get involved, and it just mooned off without me, absolutely fine, I missed a trade. It's not the end of the world. I'll just look for another setup. I'm a trader at the end of the day. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to worry about catching every single move, just like I'm not worried about waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning to catch a move. I don't care. I really don't care. Okay? It's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to catch every single move and for bragging rights on Twitter and YouTube. I'm here to take trades that happen when I'm at my desk. Okay? When I'm in the trading zone. If I'm not in the trading zone, absolutely fine. Cool. just like weekends, I'll take off. I'm not bothered. Okay? So, we'll continue this slow bleed down. And then what happens since then? Well, we've got the slow bleed. We've finally tapped the naked point of control, and we've got an half decent reaction. But I'm very cautious with this, and I'm saying I'm not interested unless we start breaking some local structure. Okay? And why? Well, it's because we've got this slow bleed. Okay? And with the slow bleed, each low, especially on order flow, looks good. Looks good. And this is what catches people offside. Each low looks good. And it catches people offside. Which is why on Tuesday, for the members, I'm going to be doing a special module, which is going to cover context about how price comes into key levels. One thing that people want as traders is people want to know, right, well, why are you taking a trade off that level, and then why sometimes you're not taking a trade off that level? If you've got a lot of confluence there, why are you taking it or why are you not taking it? Okay? And they can't understand, but it's all about context. It's about how price comes into that level. Okay? For me, I'm recognizing and I'm telling the team that this is just slow bleed. Okay? So I'm not interested. How do I get interested? Well, I need to see that change of structure to the upside. Okay? Then I'll start getting interested. Until then, I'm not. Okay? So it's recognizing the kind of environment you're in. So this is, again, the module that we'll be going through on Tuesday with the members. So if you want to learn how to not get caught offside in slow bleeds, then come join the team. First and foremost, head over to spitfiretraders.com. Links down in the description. Come into our free Discord if you want. Okay? And then from there, click on the Join Us tab, and it'll cost you the grand old price of $59.95 Great British Pounds, or in dollars, that's $75. Okay? You'll get access to all the modules that we have, and you'll also get access to our weekly live streams where I mark out my trade plans, and you'll also get access to my daily trade plans on top. Okay? And within that, you can see here, obviously, this is the chat and chill from Tuesday that we're referring to. Okay? And then you've got all these other modules covering everything: volume, Fibonacci, elliott wave theory, psychology, altcoin strategies. There's everything you could possibly want. And we've just done another module on our Forex stream as well, on our Forex series. So obviously, if you want to learn how to trade Forex along with crypto, then there you go. Okay. So that's where we're up to right now. Okay. So if we zoom back out, let's look on the 4-hour chart. And we are at, as I said on last week's video, this key level here. Okay. Key level here. Now, am I long in this key level? Not yet. Okay. Why do I say not yet? Because once again, I'm not very confident with the order flow down here. Okay. I'm happy to be wrong on this, and I'm happy to get involved higher up. But where we are right now doesn't give me a good risk to reward. Okay. So yes, we do have some good excess down here. We've got a lot of people that have puked the bags. Few shorts piling in. Okay. People trying to chase candles as usual and then getting destroyed. But right now, I'm being patient. Okay. I'm being patient to see what the market gives me. Okay. What if it just moves up? Again, I miss a trade. Absolutely fine. What if it comes up, starts to break structure? Then I'll get involved. So then that will give me a tighter risk to reward. So it'll give me a better return. Okay. Now, once again, I'll be talking through this on Tuesday's module with the members. Okay. So if you want to learn, come join. Okay. So if this holds, starts moving up, great, cool. If this starts to drop, then we start to look at the higher time frame levels. Okay. Now, what are the higher time frame levels? Well, we've been through this a few times. This are the range highs. This, for me, is the range lows. Just clip it onto here. Move it back. There you go. So, if this doesn't hold and start to change market structure to the upside, okay, and we start seeing that sign of strength, then, ultimately, I'm looking for it to come back down into this zone down here, 26 to 27k. Okay, we've been saying this for weeks now. Ever since we've been up here, this is what we've been looking at. If it does come down here, then we look for that opportunity to get in along. If we're given it, if we're not given it, let it roll over. If it starts to roll over, then we're just looking back at the old macro range below. Okay. What happens if this doesn't hold and it just continues to roll over? Well, we can look for a reaction at the old range highs once again, like this one. Likelihood is we've got resting liquidity, we've got stop losses beneath there. Okay, so if we take those out, then change around, great, cool, got an opportunity for a long. Okay, what if it continues rolling over? Well, if it continues rolling over, starts taking out this volume support here, then ultimately we start looking down at the EQ and then these lows. And if they give us nothing, then we're back down at the overall range lows, which are the old June lows from 2022 from last year. Okay. Well, what if this holds? Starts to come up. Same plan again. If it starts to come up and it starts to get above these highs, then likely we then start filling up this, and then we're into this zone, into the range highs. Do we get a reaction at range highs? Well, you got shorts. If not, does it continue up? Take out these highs. Another SFP, since it's been SFP, SFP, SFP recently. A swing failure pattern, for anyone that doesn't understand. Then you got another short trigger. If not, then we're looking higher. Okay, if we're looking higher, then we're looking back up to here. Okay, 38 to 40k, which is effectively this old range. Okay, start to get back in there, then we're looking 38 to 40. If we start clearing 38 to 40, then we can start looking up towards 45 to 48. Okay, but if we do get a reaction at that 38 to 40 and we start changing back down, then I'll be looking for shorts. Okay, that's it. Very simple. So, once again, hopefully you've learned something today. Even if it's some basic trading psychology where if your levels are front run, then you've got no trade. Okay, your levels are front run, just like what's been going on all week. We've been front running levels left, right, and center. And if you have been front running levels, just like this level here, front run. Okay, this level here, slight front run, but was a valid trade, even though it was a poor idea. Okay, this was front run, just like the naked point of control was front run, and then we got this slow bleed. Okay, so if you don't get the perfect setup that matches your criteria, you've got to A, ask yourself, is price in an area of interest? Okay, a high confluence zone. Okay, yes or no? Yes, okay. Now, does it give you your entry criteria? Yes or no? If it gives you your entry criteria, great, take the trade. If it doesn't give you your entry criteria and what you're looking for, then sit back and wait. Likewise, just like we sat back and waited here, we didn't take this Tuesday trade, we sat back and we were patient. Okay, and then we got the rollover. Okay, that's all it is. It's no crystal ball stuff. I'm not being able to predict the market. I'm saying I'm not seeing what I want to see to take a trade. And in that case, it saved me some money. Okay, so that's what you got to learn. Right, smash the like buttons, guys. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And until next time, as you were, bye-bye.